Hi, I'm Rich King with Rich King Real Estate and Keller Williams, and thanks for joining us on this short video. You know, vendors are a critically important part of my business. I get calls all the time, not only from my previous clients, but my current clients, and even people who are not clients, but just know that I'm in the real estate business and I'm connected with people. And they ask me, who's a good contractor? Who's a good painter, a roofer, a floor person, and on and on and on. And as I get these calls, I want to really make sure that I'm referring highly qualified professional people to help my clients, because obviously if I referred somebody who didn't do really good work, that comes back on me. I'm not reliable. So really, really important. So I wanted to introduce to you one of our preferred vendors, Don and Audrey Crawford from Audrey's Attic. Now, Audrey and Don are in the estate sale business, and I think there's a lot of uncertainty or confusion about what that actually is. So first of all, thanks for joining us on this video. Tell us a little bit about what is the estate business.
Thank you, Rich. An estate sale basically is if there's been a loss or downsizing. You just leave your house and everything in the house is for sale. Typically, if you have a garage sale, you're just getting rid of a few things that you don't want. But in an estate sale, you're selling everything in the house. You're selling the cars, you're selling the jewelry, furniture, clothing, knickknacks.
Okay, and this is something that you see quite a bit these days, especially me. I can tell you I've got 3 estate sales from the real estate standpoint just over the last 2 months. So it's really become quite common that people who have lived in their homes for a very long period of time tend to accumulate things. And as a result, some of those things have sentimental value, some of those things have economic value, and some of those things just need to be hauled away, and they don't know how to do that. So
the whole process is very emotional for the family, whether it's the children left behind or a spouse that is left behind. And the emotion is such a roller coaster, and what we try to let everybody know is you take what you love, because once it's sold, you can't get it back.
So how and why did you get into the estate sale business?
Well, that happened many years ago, 19, 20 years ago, and it all started with my dad's own estate.
Okay.
So we at the time had, our best intentions were just to help Mom liquidate some of the stuff that she needed to get rid of. And we developed a real love for going through what needed to be done.
So you obviously got into the business, probably you at first, and then Don began to help. And how has that evolved with your business?
I think, since with his dad, it was his family, and his dad was one of those men that could fix anything. And so people would bring him things. So he had a couple of acres full of parts and bits. And I didn't see the value in that, but he did. Yeah. What I saw was the emotion. His father, every once in a while, was crying and he had to go in the house. So for him, it was the value of everything that was on that property. And for me, it was the emotion of it. And so together, it just took off.
All right. So as your business has evolved, I'm guessing trial and error along the way, right? You've learned about the things that didn't go so well and things that have gone well. Tell us about your business now. Tell us if you can, what's a typical estate sale look like from beginning to end? What are some key steps and stages that you would go through with a client?
So typically we meet with clients first, and it's free. We find out what their needs are. And everybody has stuff, and we all get to the point in our lives where stuff is overwhelming. And typically we ask to make sure that the family has come in and gotten everything that they want out of the house. And we ask them to remove all the personal items. And then we go through, and after we have a contract, Then we go through and we start advertising right away. That is huge. There's a lot of competition between flea markets and yard sales and estate sales, period. And then what we do is we go through and we kind of pull everything out and we put things in certain areas. And then we go through and we try to get rid of all the trash, as much trash as we can before the sale, because it just distracts from the items that are there for sale. And then we go through and start staging each room, and then we start pricing. And then the day of the sale, we have a large crew there, and we do everything possible to sell. And then at the end of the sale, typically there's a few charity items left over. There's another trip or two to the dump. And if there's anything of value left over, we have a few options to help the family sell those items. We make sure the house is empty after each sale.
Great. And I tell you, I can tell you firsthand the blessing that is for the survivors, having that home completely empty, so a person like me or another real estate agent can take that property and then put it on the market very quickly and easily. So really important to them. So tell me, look, you're not the only ones in town doing this business, and probably people come or can come from distances to come do business in Spokane and do estate sales. Why Audri's Attic? Why your business compared to anybody else out there?
We're with you from start to finish, and it's an emotional roller coaster, and our number one job is our clients. We stand in front of you to protect you and get you the value out of the inheritance that you've received. The house is always the most valuable asset out of the estate, but the contents can be valuable as well. And we just don't come in and cherry pick and then leave you with a mess. We're there to help you empty out the estate. And it could be that you have really high-end items that need an outside appraiser, or it could be that you just have a lot of trash. And so we have contacts and help, and we can get that house empty for you.
Terrific. So if somebody wanted to contact you to find out a little bit more about your services, how it might relate to their very unique situation, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Email alc1963@aol.com or phone 509-251-1776.
Okay, one more time, both the email and the phone number.
Email is alc1963@aol.com. Phone number is 509-251-1776. And we are licensed and insured in Washington and Idaho.
Terrific. Now, do you text, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, so texting is okay too. Email, phone, or text. Please, if you have any need for an estate sale, or if you know of anybody who's looking for a professional in that area, please call me, or you've got all the information on this video. If you run it back and get that down, and give Don and Audri a call. Thanks so much for watching this short video. I hope it was of value to you. And if you have any questions about anything real estate related, please feel free to get in touch with me, and you've got my number. Have a great day.